Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Copper Fox Inn. Come on in, take a seat, and join us as we discuss Homebrew for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. My name is Thomas the Human Bard, and I am joined today by...
Mercy the Tiefling Wizard.
Onug the Half-Orc Barbarian.
And Bean the Rock Gnome Rogue.
And on today's episode of the Copper Fox Inn, we have a homebrew that was made for the people, by the people, to seize the means of spell slot production.
But only to 5th level.
Why does 1% of the classes have 99% of the spell slots?
It's unreasonable. Mercy, you can read Russian. In the art presented here, what does this say in Russian?
My accent's probably rusty.
It's okay.
Svergli moguchie rukoyu, which I believe is overthrown by a mighty hand, which was a Soviet Russia slogan that would be on posters and stuff. I think it came from a song. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
We're on this episode. We are talking about a new paladin oath for the paladins who want to swear the oath of the working class.
I'm kind of excited for this one because I have a character that was heavily inspired by the propaganda of the Soviet era.
That's kind of what I was thinking, Bean. I was thinking maybe we could do a future campaign in which that character's descendant is this paladin oath or something like that. So this was created by T.A. Braga, and we all have links in the description to their Twitter and Instagram where they post their D&D homebrews. So thank you so much, T.A. Braga. This is the Oath of the Working Class. The Oath of the Working Class is fully committed to protecting those engaged in manual labor occupations or industrial work, and who cannot protect themselves from the inequality perpetuated by those above them in the social chain. Da, comrades. When the acts of those who control the means of production become vile, the one whose flame of revolt grows unceasingly emerges as a champion of the proletariat. And under the Oath of the Working Class, they incite the uprising and resistance.
Incredible.
There's a specific, I can't remember the name right now, I'll send it to you later, but there's a specific classic Soviet era propaganda documentary where in the end they're building a road to get to this one tiny town. I feel like you should show clips.
You just
from that.
Have that come up on screen.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So we begin with the tenets of the working class. All paladin oaths have their tenets that they abide by that can guide your roleplay and stuff. The tenets of the Oath of the Working Class may vary in intensity and mode of action, but all revolve around fighting alongside the underprivileged against the powerful, willing to limit the freedom and condition of life of those who work for them. Its central principles are simple. Fight for those who have to work. Under inhuman working regimes, there are many who do not have the strength to do anything but keep breathing. You're the stronghold that will always seek to protect these people. No mercy for the profiteers. Those who exploit my comrades do not deserve my mercy, nor my respect.
Just going for it.
Man, this is a vibe, I'm gonna be honest.
Support for the strikes. Do not be a strike breaker. You will always support uprisings against those who own the means of production.
Boycott Kellogg.
Make the revolution. The forces that try to rule you and your comrades never sleep. Your plans and actions must always be aimed at the fight of the class.
Double use of the word class there.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Good.
Yes. Yeah, it's good.
This is so funny to me because literally as we were sitting down to record this, Thomas and I were in a group chat with some friends deciding what our next D&D campaign was going to be about, and we did all just vote for Eat the Rich, Redistribute the Wealth. So this feels appropriate.
That's our next campaign.
So it's the flipping the table campaign. You're just going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be playing my new character, Bernie Gnomeders.
I just feel like for no reason that might be cathartic right now of all times.
For me, a cathartic campaign would just be where I got to physically hang out with my friends.
True.
That would be
yes.
Physical interaction.
Oof.
I vibe with that.
I think I remember that.
Well, the other option was going on a friendly road trip, and I was like, that'd be fun.
It was
That'd be a good fantasy.
One, yeah.
Oath spells. You gain oath spells at the paladin levels listed. So at 3rd level, you get command and heroism. Good. 5th level, you get enhance ability and heat metal.
That's so Soviet.
At 9th level, you get Beacon of Hope and Motivational Speech. At 13th,
Wait, one of those is a spell?
I think Motivational Speech is a Tasha spell. Let me double check, though. Motivational Speech is a level 3 spell that is from... Oh, it's from the Acquisitions Incorporated books.
Oh, okay. I was like, it sounds like an Acquisitions Incorporated
It is.
spell name.
13th level, you get Freedom of Movement and Fabricate. At 17th level, you get Animate Objects and Skill Empowerment. So it's heavily focused around the idea of being like a laborer, a production worker, and also buffing your allies and being a leader. Both of those
That's
at once.
interesting.
Kind of a Forge Cleric and kind of a classical sort of War Master Paladin.
So it isn't just somebody who's all about, like, we're helping each other. It's somebody who is specifically industrial, like... You have heat metal, for Pete's sakes.
Exactly.
Like it's got that industry
And fabricate.
vibe
Like
to it.
you are creating. You are the means of production. You create things with your hands.
I feel like you're probably required to have welder's goggles as just a part of your ensemble for aesthetics.
Well, I like in this art, he's just got a
constantly.
big sledgehammer, which I
Yeah,
appreciate.
it's
Just like
great.
the blacksmith's hammer or something like that.
He's got the apron and the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the classic. So for Channel Divinity, starting at 3rd level, you gain the following Channel Divinity options. Revolution Smite. You know how to rouse your teammates' will to fight when you land your strikes. Once per turn, whenever you hit with an attack and choose to apply your Divine Smite, you can expend your Channel Divinity to give a bonus equal to your Charisma modifier on the next attack roll to all friendly creatures within 10 feet of you.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
So when you're doing well and you're using your smites, you can pass that around and everyone else gets buffed from it, which is good. It's also, it rewards you for being like close by to your teammates because you wanted them to be within 10 feet of you. So it's like the people work together and you kind of like, you link arms with each other in solidarity kind of a thing. Incite the Mob. As a bonus action, you can ignite the ardor within your companions with your Channel Divinity. Each creature of your choice that can hear you within 30 feet of you gains temporary hit points equal to 1d4 plus your charisma modifier, minimum of 1, and has its speed increased by 10 feet for 1 minute.
I mean, it's a classic paladin vibe of like, my aura helps the people around me. Good stuff.
I really like that it increases your speed as it's a very like, we're gonna
Yeah.
overthrow the factory.
Stoke the fires, yeah.
So you all run up the hill towards the factory.
Yeah.
We're gonna go destroy the mansion of the boss man or whatever, you know? Yeah, I like it. It's very good. At 7th level, we got our actual aura, our paladin's aura here. The aura of revolution. Beginning at 7th level, the unshakable will that flows from you to your fellows becomes almost tangible. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have advantage on charisma saving throws. When you reach 18th level in this class, the range of the aura increases to 30 feet. I like the idea that this paladin, it's like he's swaying the hearts and minds of the people. And so if the enemy tries to make you afraid of them or to sway you with their charming effects, you're like, no, we will not be.
The spirit of revolution is too strong.
We are bound together, brothers in arms. At 15th level, we have Strength in Numbers. Starting at 15th level, when one or more friendly creatures are within 10 feet of you, you gain a bonus to your attack rolls equal to that number of creatures, maximum of 3. Also, whenever a creature tries to hit you with a melee attack, a creature within 10 feet of you can use its reaction to give you a bonus to your AC equal to its charisma modifier until the end of the current turn. You can only receive this bonus from one creature per turn.
Oh.
That's a little bit of a like dense and complex
Yeah.
mechanic.
But
say-
it's also like a flip on the script where it's you protect me while I protect you. Because there's already the auras to incentivize people to stand closer to the paladin. Now there's a genuine benefit the more people are standing in your aura.
It's very
That's
strength
very
in
interesting.
numbers.
Well,
Yeah.
it's titled Strength in Numbers. The title.
No, I
You
know,
know,
but yeah.
I had forgotten, and I was like, wow, it's sort of like strength in numbers.
It's good. That means
like-
it's
It
hitting
means
the
they
flavor.
got the vibe perfect.
Well named.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like you're saying, Onog, often with paladins, it's like, okay, the party gets benefited from your aura, but like the paladin doesn't feel like that much of a benefit from it.
Right.
But in this, it's like the more people you can get to participate in your aura, also the better you get.
That's
the,
cool.
The more bonus you get to your attacks, and the more opportunities you'll have to not get hit from attacks.
It's cool because it is literally empowering to the people around you. It's not just that you are special, and because you're special, it's like, no, they are empowered to help you as well. It's not just you are the leader and you're the best.
It's the giving the power back to the people. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets their chance to, like, be a part of the revolution. You give them the power to protect you as you are protecting them. And then finally, our capstone here, which for all paladins is some sort of like go avatar mode, like transformation type. Working class hero. At 20th level, you become the personification of revolution in the heart of the working class. As a bonus action, you explode your willpower and gain the following benefits for 1 minute. A glowing energy of objectivity in your eyes propels you towards your goals. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. I'm going to overthrow the means of production faster.
The image of the way that it's worded always makes me laugh when it says walking speed increases, because I just imagine them like power walking faster, just speeding up a little bit is very
it's
funny
like
to me.
in Twilight, where they just are walking and they're going faster.
2, you emanate an aura of mental resilience in a 30-foot radius. You and any ally who starts their turn within this aura can't be charmed, deafened, or paralyzed. Not bad. There's other paladin auras that give you stuff like you can't be, like, frightened or whatever. Like, so it's interesting. In order to make it, like, fit in and not overstep on the other ones, which how they kind of went about that is having to be charmed, deafened, and paralyzed. Yeah, because those are ones others don't really hit that often. And then the final part of your working class hero transformation here. When you hit a creature with an attack roll and deal damage to it, you can also force it and any other creature you can see within 40 feet of it, at your choice, to make a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature drops whatever it is holding and becomes frightened for 1 minute.
They're just in awe.
So instead of like the vengeance paladin's aura, at their 20th level becomes a fear aura where any enemy that enters it becomes afraid. This makes, while it's not as like potent as everything becomes afraid, you can still target multiple creatures at once and get an additional effect.
And
that's pretty cool.
You basically disarm them.
Yeah,
well.
it's about.
Well, that's the additional.
It's
effect.
supposed to be like breaking up the strike busters.
The scabs.
Yeah. Or like the police are coming to try and attack you all,
right.
And you, through your heroic acts of class solidarity, get the police to all drop their batons and run away. Yeah, that's the idea of the flavor, I believe. And of course, the final caveat: once you use this bonus action, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
Wait, it's a bonus action? Interesting.
To transform into it. Yeah. Unless you expend a 5th level spell slot to use it again.
Oh, that's cool. That's interesting.
That's something they've been adding.
They've been doing it more.
They've been adding recently.
Which I'm a big fan of. I like the kind of
Yeah.
interplay between, hey, burn an extra one of your thingies and you'll get a thing back. Like,
That's great. They've been doing that with the druids too, with some stuff where it lets you customize your play style a little
I
bit
think
more.
I had an idea for this on something with a fighter subclass where it was like you can use your action surge once per rest or after you hit a critical hit or something like that, where it's like you could always accidentally jump back into it. It's like because fighters don't have like resources to burn as much, so it's like you want that charge to come back, do something fightery. Whereas these are always like, oh, you want your wizard thing to come back, burn a high level spell slot. You want your paladin thing to come back, burn a paladin spell slot. I was thinking about that for marshals, but that's a different discussion.
We love a mechanic that encourages active gameplay.
If it's just through physical exertion, maybe it's something like sacrifice half your hit dice.
Oh.
Do it. If you really want to go.
Do 30 push-ups.
Do 30 push-ups right now, and I'll give you an extra action.
But not the character, the player.
Yeah.
How bad do you want it? Do some sit-ups.
Has to do 30 push-ups? Oh, that would be the only way. Here's the problem: is I would not be able to activate
Me neither.
at this time.
So that is the oath of the working class. It's something
I love
that
it.
you know.
That's so fun.
We're getting back into making our videos here. I wanted a fun, quick one that had a strong flavor that we could really dig into with the.
It tastes like borscht.
Oh yes, you can feel the Russian pride coming from it.
This is also a perfect study in vibes and mechanics fitting together like really well and not sacrificing like playability or usefulness on behalf of vibes.
This is a great example of top-down design, right? Because there's like two types of design, bottom up, top down, or whatever. It's like you can design all the mechanics and then come up with a way to tie them all together, or you can start off with some sort of thematic idea and build mechanics to play into that idea. And this is very much like what would feel the most like being this meme version of the Russian revolutionary communist, like, overthrow the means of production type thing. And how can we make those still useful mechanics? It's not like they made all these mechanics and then realized, oh, this would kind of be a good communist class. Like, if you don't think that mustache is a vibe, I don't know what to tell you. Look at that man.
I've started to notice a huge amount of my characters that I make have this kind of mustache, and it's like core to their character, and I'm choosing not to unpack that because I don't want to bother.
You simply don't have the time.
Maybe give it a try for a couple of weeks. See how it feels.
Go get a mustache?
Yeah.
Like me personally? I don't know.
You might find it
Hey, you took a
empowering.
makeup class.
Get some spirit gum, find a good one.
Ooh, you said spirit gum, and I
can borrow
decided
mine.
that I don't want a mustache.
I just had PTSD.
Not
flashback.
worth it.
Actually,
As
no.
someone who had to put on a fake mustache to dress up as Santa for one entire Christmas, no, don't do it.
What I'm just saying is that the vibe of the mustache is great.
It's incredible.
I will say, if the USSR and all that revolution isn't your vibe, which is fine, this is a really great study in this type of build.
I agree. You can definitely just use these mechanics and find other vibes for it. You can work it more into something along the lines of the French Revolution, a very different feeling revolution, but one that also involved camaraderie and rising up against a structure, a power structure to overthrow
You'd
it.
probably get a benefit for slashing weapons, though.
Exactly. Yeah, but this could very well be like the Jean Valjean. He is the strongest of us all, and he motivates us to work together type class.
Or maybe you're just like, I kind of like the industrial artificer vibe, but I don't want to play an artificer. I want to be a paladin. This would be a good way of being like, I'm just a really
cool.
industrial paladin.
And you can even flavor a lot of the stuff about the buffing your team and revolution stuff as just like the things that I make are useful and help people.
Totally.
Maybe this is just because Wheel of Time is so topical right now, but people who know...
Did you say Wheel of Time? Hey, folks, welcome to Wheel Talk, the podcast within a podcast where I talk about Wheel of Time.
Yeah, you
Hey, how
can't
come you
mention
get a podcast
Wheel of
within a
Time
podcast?
around Thomas unless you're ready to sit down for a while. But people who know will know. Looking at this list of spells and with what Bean just said, I'm like, ooh, this is a great build for like a folk hero background blacksmith paladin. This would be a great way.
Who maybe gets lycanthropy?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe also add in speak with animals and you got it.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Mercy, because like in D&D, the classic folk hero is like, I'm little farm boy and now I'm off. But not everyone's a farm boy. Some people grew up working in a factory town. And like you lived in the fantasy equivalent of Detroit. And you and your family like built
carriages for all the big carriage manufacturers.
Yeah, exactly. But like that could be your vibe, and you're like
all of all the moon steel mills.
I would say that strike organizers count as folk heroes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man.
Totally. Well, I mean,
and even in D&D also.
That's literally where redneck comes from, was like the coal miners who were strikers, like wore red bandanas around their neck.
You could use this build for
You could use this build for the classic, like there's always that one dwarven mine where they're mining too deep and the workers are being pushed too far by management, and then the dwarves all rise up to be like, no, we're gonna uncover a Balrog any day here. You've gotta stop.
Y'all know that I am all about Soviet dwarves. People don't understand that the dwarvish culture in D&D fits so well with like Soviet like vibes, and people don't do that, and I don't know why they don't do it because it fits so perfectly.
It's really good.
I love this. This is so fun.
Yeah. Fantastic. The artist for that piece of art is V, which I would imagine stands for
Vladimir
or
Vladislav
Victor, perhaps?
Victor, perhaps.
Victor Koretsky.
Vodka.
Koretsky. Vodka Koretsky is his name, yes.
Is this just an actual piece of...
I believe it's an actual piece of Russian
Soviet
propaganda.
propaganda.
Yeah, of USSR.
So I find it weird that they didn't include this in the official class write-up, but we all know, of course, that, paladins tend to wear plate armor. I find it weird, though, because, of course, we all know that if you're playing this class, any plate armor you put on just looks like you're wearing an apron and suspenders and white button-up shirt with the sleeves rolled.
That's just what happens.
Like, it just looks like that. Don't know why it wasn't included, because obviously that's a crucial part of the build.
Definitely. So thank you, T.A. Braga. Like I said at the beginning, we will have the links to this homebrewery page in the description box below, as well as links to T.A. Braga's social media on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to send us a homebrew for us to discuss on the show, you can send it to us at our social media at The Copper Fox Inn, or at our email, thecopperfoxinn@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this video, this discussion, like the video. If you want us to do better next time, dislike the video.
But no one will know, so who cares?
That's why we can ask now, is because now we see it. So dislike it to your heart's content.
Look, it's still interaction.
Well, we see it, but other people don't see it, so it still emotionally hurts us.
We'll feel bad, but it's still interaction.
I see. If you want to only emotionally hurt us,
you can send us an email and just be like, I didn't like that very much.
don't do that. No,
and we'll read it and we'll cry. My therapist will hear about it.
We are back in the saddle, and we'll be bringing new episodes of The Copper Fox into you on the regular going forwards here on out. So if you want to be here for all that and be notified whenever we upload a new video, hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot. And I believe that's everything. So until next time, keep on adventuring.
Stay strong, comrades.
Goodbye.
Seize the beat.